What up, Chicago? And welcome back to another episode of Speak Your Mind Radio. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Queen Star, aka Miss Hip Hop. And today we have a freaking cool ass guest with us. Let me tell you a little bit about him. He's an underground hip hop artist and he's up and coming. And this music is really a vibe. It has different layers to it. And if you know anything about music, you know the vibes are important. So I don't want to cut this short, but the artist I'm speaking of is coming here to discuss his new single, Heartbreak Kid, off his up and coming EP, Westside Heartbreak. So you already know where I'm going with this. So you guys, without further ado, bringing up next to the mic, all the way from Arizona, the boy, Epics.
What's up? What's good, everybody? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for the show, man.
No problem. I appreciate you, having me and, get me in. I appreciate it. It's definitely dope.
Hell yeah. Speaking of dope, let me shout out my homegirl, Deja Boo from In the Stew in LA.
Yeah,
This is
facts.
where I found Epics at. You feel me? So bird travels fast. You know, you go through that Deja Boo, come to Chicago, and you know we on a plane and we say, oh.
Facts.
All right. So let's just get into it now. I heard that you just started music. Is that correct?
Yeah, so I pretty much always done music, but I never really took it serious until like a little bit of last year, like actually at this time. Is when like I started recording and just, putting out songs and, really taking it serious.
So when did you first kind of, you know what I'm saying, realize? I know you say you just started making music last year, but you know it's always that pre
Yeah.
plan. Like what was it? Like was your homeboys rapping? You like, oh shit, I could do that too, or what was it for you?
Um, I would say like I always been around it, but when I wanted to start doing it, my homie who I do music with, like we kind of had a long conversation. I was like, bro, I want to get back into doing the music. And he was like, well, if I'm gonna help you, you gotta be serious. I'm like, that's why I'm calling you. Like, I ain't gonna just be calling you to say like half-ass do it. So
Yeah.
when we had that conversation, he was like, all right, let's go. So like he kind of, gave me that extra push, put the battery in my back, and I kind of just been, grinding ever since.
That's what's up. Okay, so now your first project you put out was that the next morning?
My first project I put out last year was in May. That was called Late Nights.
Ooh,
And then I put out the next morning this past November.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I gotta get the little floor tree vibes, you know, late nights, early mornings type vibe.
Yeah. That's kind of like what I was going for. Like when I dropped Late Nights, it was a EP. I felt like it was just like a warm up for me, like, getting familiar out there again with the music scene. And then once I dropped next morning, it was, I kind of wanted to like be like in your face a little bit, like with it, like I'm here now, like I can do this. I got the vibe. So
Mm, for sure, for sure. You got half the battle done, and that's knowing that you got that vibe, you know.
yeah,
And I need to go and search for late nights. I have to listen to it. Like I literally
yeah,
have to with the calling, you know.
yeah,
But like so the morning after, now those vibes right there, what I picked up, let me see, one of my favorite songs, the ones that stood out, I'm gonna talk about that.
okay,
Life, hold on. Yeah, Life is What You Make It. That song stood out for me. It gave me a lot of Nipsey Hussle vibes. Like that
yeah.
straight Cali. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's like when I made that song, it kind of was like the vibe I was going for. Like I wanted to be like loud, like in your face with it. When I was, making the Next Morning album, I was creating it over the summer, last summer. So, it was a lot of, I got to see like the police brutality, everything going on, the world was shut down. Depression was going on. So like for me, like I've always been a firm believer in, your life is how you make it. So, that's what the concept, came out of the song. And, like you said, like a lot of people said it got like a Nip vibe to it, Cali vibe. I was just going for a vibe to, just grab people attention and, pull them into, what I'm going through and what I'm dealing with.
Right, right, exactly. And I want to backtrack with that because you do put a lot of yourself into the music. And I heard you
Yeah.
depression. I mean, I think everybody can, kind of identify with that. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, with that being said, I lost my train of thought. Dang it.
No,
Okay,
you good.
you said yeah, you did. Okay, so take me back to the time, the space that you were in your mind when you were writing the song.
Um, I wouldn't really say I was in a weird space. I kind of was just like in a space, just like watching everything go on around me. With the music scene out here. Like I said, I was just like started out, to really doing it, and I was like, how am I gonna grab like, attention, and what sound am I gonna run with, and then like I said, I just like started vibing. Like once I heard the beat, it all just came to me, like, situation I was going through, relationships, life. I said, all right, for sure. Like, I got this. Let's go.
That's dope. And speaking of like the vibe and everything, how is, I know you've been asked this question before, but
Yeah.
how is the music scene in freaking Arizona, and which part of Arizona are you in?
Okay. So like I'm in like the big part. So like I'm outside the Phoenix area, but it's the big part. The music scene out here, I feel like is growing. When I was younger, it wasn't a lot of like artists. There was artists, but you didn't hear about them. And like I just keep telling everybody, it's growing. Everybody got their own sound. I know, far as me, like I try not to sound like nobody else, because I remember coming up when I was a kid, like I would hear Arizona artists, and I'm like, why he sound like he from New York? Why he sound like he from here? So I feel like everybody now out here, when you listen to an Arizona artist, like they got their sound.
Right. That's a dope explanation of creating your own sound, because
Yeah.
I believe, if I can go back in my memory, that you the first Arizona artist I had on the platform. So I'm like, hell
Oh, okay, dope.
yeah, it's a go. But okay, so there was another song on there. Let's see. I love this song. It's called Slide Tonight. I,
Oh, okay, yeah.
that song, it's like a nighttime vibe.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, like I'm glad you said that. Usually people when they hear it, usually when people hear that song, that's not like one of their favorites. So I'm glad you said that was your favorite, because that's actually one of my favorites, on the album. So yeah, I just wanted to, do a fun song, something for the ladies, and something for dudes to be able to vibe to. I didn't want to make it too like, too soft or nothing. So I got to keep it always player. So
Okay.
it's definitely a vibe, I feel.
Definitely. Because, like I said, it just reminds me of going joyriding at night.
Yup.
That spot, let's go. Like, all right.
Yup. Oh God.
One of my, oh yeah. So speaking of vibes again, this vibe I got from this song is called Hot Now. I felt like it was a hot boy vibe. You were paying homage to the Cash Money record team, Lil Wayne.
Yup.
I dun 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 dun. That bounce
Yeah.
music, Louisiana style. So tell me more about that song in correlation to the artists that you listen to.
Okay, so yeah, Hot Now. I actually made that song like during the spring last year. It was actually on my EP Late Nights, but I re-released it with the album because we shot the video for it kind of late. So yeah, but that was definitely like the vibe for it. I'm big on Cash Money, old Cash Money. They definitely a big influence. Like one of my favorite rappers from New Orleans is Soldier Slim. So yeah, so that was definitely like the vibe, I wanted for the song, like some old Cash Money type stuff.
That's dope or whatever. Because like I said, you put a lot of yourself into this
Yeah.
project. It shows. And that's why I need to go back and listen to Late Nights. And you said you shot a video for Hot Here, right?
Yeah, I did shoot a video for it. We released it, I want to say like August or September. It was released late, so that's why re-released it and put it on the album.
That is interesting. That is very interesting. Okay. My other song that for me that stood all the way out was Picking Sides. And
Yeah.
that to me gave me a mafia vibe. Am I right or wrong? What's good?
Yeah, definitely. Like, that's one we've been working a lot. Everybody love that song. I'm glad you love it too. Definitely got the mafia vibes on it, but you know, my homie Socorro, shout out to him. You know, he was the one that pretty much came up with the concept, you know, for the song. And he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna do it like this. You know, what do you think?" I was like, "Hell yeah, that shit hard." I was like, I think I even rewrote my verse for it too. I was like, "Let me rewrite my verse. I'm gonna throw this on there." He threw his, you know, his sound on there, and you know, we just been kind of running with it. And you know, we appreciate everybody, you know, that when they listen to it, they get excited and you know, they chant. You know, they chant the lyrics for it. I'm like, yeah, that's dope.
For sure. And I wanted to actually talk about the chant in the song, you know, because the mafia be like, "Go to sleep." You know that little chant.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I've seen so many other artists do that same sound. I know Juicy be getting mad, like, "Y'all, that's our sound." But y'all did it in your own way where I think like,
Facts.
oh yeah, that's dope, you know?
Facts. Yep. And that's like that's our goal. Like when I create music with the homie Socorro, like we try to like create music like with our style, our sound.
Mm-hmm.
So like no one can be like, "Oh, they're biting so and so sound." Like, nah, like it's Epics and Socorro. Like this is our sound. This is who we are.
Yeah, I just felt this. So y'all about to go places and everything like that. Sakura, talk about him. How y'all meet?
Yeah, so shout out to my homie Socorro. We've known each other since like high school.
Ah,
Um, he's pretty much always, like I said, he's pretty much always done the music thing. He was the one that I had the 2 hour conversation with, like, "Hey, I want to get back into doing the music." And he was like, "You know, like you gotta be serious." I'm like, "That's what I'm calling you. I'm serious. I'm ready. Let's go." And you know, he motivated me. So like I even motivated him too. Like I'll be telling him, I'll be like, "Bro, you hard, put your stuff out. Like, what you waiting for? Like, people want to hear you." So, you know, shout out to him. He's working on his album that's gonna be coming out over the summer, which is gonna be crazy. So yeah.
what's okay? We don't have to talk. Okay. So speaking of these dope ass features you had on the album, there was another feature you had on the album. His name was Dale. Dale.
Dog, yeah. Shout out to him. Yeah, I met him through my engineer. When I was working on the Late Nights album, he was like, I was playing a beat. He was like, "Hey, I got a homie. This sound like something he would be on." I said, "Let me hear him. Like, what's he sound like?" Once I heard him, I'm like, "Man, he hard." So I contacted him, and every time like I got a project coming out and I got a vibe for a song, I hit him up. I say, "Yo, fam, like, I got a beat." He like send it. Always send it. He hop on the hook right away. So yeah, definitely shout out to him. He's another dope Arizona artist. He's gonna be coming out with music too, I believe. So yeah, check him out too, Dog.
Oh hell yeah, let's get it. Let's get it because you guys are definitely hot. I see the brands merging together, and you know what I'm saying. I see big things
Yeah.
happening because like I get the first of everything. I don't care what nobody say. I get the first of everything. I'm like, oh, I hear it. Okay. Okay, so there was another, let's see. Oh yeah, there it is. Dale. I want it all. That gave me the R&B vibe. What were y'all
Yeah.
going for on that song?
I was just, yeah, I definitely was like just, you know, going for something for the ladies. Every time I create a song like for the ladies, I do want to like make it where the guys can listen to it too. Like, so
Oh,
like I so yeah, so like I said, I always like try to keep it player with it. It's definitely that's another one of my favorites on there too. It's definitely a vibe. I feel like you put that on and just, you know, ride in your car with it.
yeah. I like that. Okay, so what artists can you see yourself working with this in the industry right now? Female artists.
Female artists. I don't know. That's a good question. I never thought about it. I like Miss Mulatto. I think she's dope.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see who else. I don't know. I'm not sure. I like female singers more than like female rappers.
All right.
I like when females like be on that singing vibe. I like Janae. Janae, what is it? Janae Oka? Yeah.
Yes, Hunty. I love her. Yes.
Yeah. she 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 a whole vibe. But like, yeah, that's a good question. I never thought about it.
Hell yeah. And I can see you working with her too. Her, the
Yeah,
dope too.
she's definitely dope.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about mixing and mastering since we on the subject. Now, I see you got your own engineer. Who engineered the single Heartbreak Kid?
So that was the engineer. Shout out to Doc Beats. He's who I go to for everything. He's mixed and mastered all my albums. Anything I need, he mixed and mastered. I even, you know, like I said, I record with him at his studio. I'm the type of person, like, once I get comfortable with you and see your work, I'm always come back to you. And so, that's pretty much been what it is. We created, a friendship through the music. So when I go record, I hit him up, be like, hey, I'm gonna pull up at this time. You available? And he get me in.
I see you. I see you so much. Wait, let's talk about the single Heartbreak Kid, okay?
Yeah.
Obviously that gave me more Cali vibes,
Yeah.
It's just something that is real potent. It's potent in your system. So was that a story that somebody just played with you like that?
So the concept even for that song too was before we recorded, it was a whole nother concept. And Socorro again came to me. He said, bro, what do you think about? And I listened to like what he wanted to do. I said, hell yeah, let's do it. Rewrote my verse for that. And it kind of matched with what I was going through at the time too. So I was like, yeah, like, let's record this. Once we recorded it and like put it out, it's been going crazy. Every time somebody hear it, they love it. They say the same thing you said. They got the Cali vibe to it. I also feel like with, Arizona and California almost being so close to each other, like you get that a lot. And like, far as me as like an artist, like I consider myself like a real like student of like West Coast music. So a lot of times, like when you hear my vibe, like you can hear like the West Coast in it. And it's just what I grew up on.
So you love Tupac?
I do. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's potent too. I mean, I didn't feel like saying the obvious because anybody hear your music, duh.
Yep. Yeah.
All right, let's see. There was another question that I wanted to ask you. Do you ever want to consider yourself like trying to jump into the audio engineering aspect of things?
I think if the time comes, like, absolutely. But right now, I feel like I don't got the patience to handle that part of it and, rap, but it definitely would be dope to do both.
Yeah, definitely. Let me ask you just like another question. It definitely is related to the music. Do you see any of your singles becoming a part of a film soundtrack? And if you do, which singles to you stand out for that flow?
That's a good question too. I think one of my singles, I think would, it would fit anything. It's a single I released probably a couple months ago. It's called "I'm a Dog."
Damn.
Yeah, I think it's another fun song. It's a vibe, but I feel like, that can fit into, a lot of movies, a lot of soundtracks. Like that would definitely be dope too.
Okay, I'm picking up the player vibes again. How many hearts have you broken? Talking about some damn Heartbreak Kids. This is so fun. Okay, what was I gonna tell you? Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, just tell me what was life like for you growing up in Arizona? I have to hear this.
Yeah, life was cool. I was one of those kids. I have fun and then I have my bad days. I went to like 8 or 9 different schools. I got kicked out of school a lot. I used to be a fighter. But now, yeah, I calmed down a lot, so I'll be good now. But yeah, I went to a lot of schools. I was, always popular. I played sports. I think I pretty much had like a typical childhood. I didn't have, nothing too hard that I didn't, get myself into that I couldn't get out of. I will say though that it was definitely times it was boring out here because Arizona was just, it was like, I would say it's grown a lot since I've been a kid. So like when I was younger, it wasn't too much to do. So that's why, we hung outside and, got into, trouble and shit like that. Now I feel like kids out here, like it's everything for them to do. We got pretty much everything.
You're gonna start a fire when I'm bad at dead ass serious. I'm bad.
Yeah.
You're gonna start a fire when you finish emerging. Like that's the surface up there, and you like that. You moving up.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's just it's the sound or whatever. It's the people. I can't even name off no disrespect either, but I can't name off the top of my head Arizona rapper.
Yeah, like I said, it's we've grown a lot. Shout out to all the rappers, that's been doing their thing. But I feel like we one of those states that's kind of like a lost state. So that's why I also feel like we grown a lot. That's why when you hear a lot of rappers from out here, they going hard because it's like we trying to put Arizona on the map. We've never really been on the map.
Oh, y'all there now for sure. For sure. How did y'all meet up with Deja Vu?
Just networking on IG. I watched her podcast. I'm like, yo, she's dope. Like, let me hit her up. And then she got me on her podcast. I did her show a couple of weeks ago. So it was definitely dope. And I always like to have a Cali connection. I feel like it's a second home to me. I got fam out there, and to network and do things like that is definitely a vibe. And I was excited. I'm glad she had me. Shout out to her too.
Yeah, shout out to fucking Deja Vu. We love you. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing something because I didn't go on over the songs. Oh yeah, tell me about your upcoming EP, Westside Heartbreak. What's up?
Yeah, so Westside Heartbreak will be coming out in a couple of weeks. It actually was supposed to come out like this week, but I had to do some things, rearrange some things. I added, a guest little future to it, which is gonna be dope. I'm gonna, keep it a secret right now, but when it come out and I will release the track list, everybody gonna see what's up. But yeah, Westside Heartbreak EP. It's 6 songs.
Damn.
On there. Heartbreak Kid is a single on there. I'm also releasing another single from there in 2 weeks with Dog. That was another vibe. So yeah.
Okay. This sounds amazing, and I can't wait to hear the album, and it's gonna be sick. That's what I heard.
Yeah, definitely. It's a vibe. Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely a vibe. Okay, thank you so much, Epics, for coming on today's show. If I missed anything, yo, talk away. Let's go.
Yeah, no, you good. I appreciate you having me. Exciting opportunity for me.
Yeah. It was fun.
Yeah, definitely.
I got ready to your music. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get ready to people's music, it's it's just a vibe, period. It's a fucking vibe. Okay, again, thank you for coming on the show. And you guys, if you enjoyed this interview, please go to YouTube, Speak Your Mind Radio, and visit this episode. And a link at the bottom will be to Heartbreak Kid, Epic's song, his new single, okay? And then also follow the page and like and subscribe. Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
All right, peace, man.
Bye.